Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've been on, but anyways, I'm back. So today what I'm gonna do, as you can tell by the title, is I am doing my little first of the year makeup haul. I know it was that I said that I was probably gonna do a no buy because I bought so much makeup, but let's get real, that didn't happen. So anywho, I purchased a couple things from Sephora and from Ulta, and so basically this is going to be my first makeup beauty haul of 2019. I did go ahead and I purchased a couple things off of Sephora, and I actually went shopping at Ulta, like in the store, actually went shopping. So yeah, so basically Sephora, I did my orders online. Ulta, I actually did go to the store. Sephora's a little bit farther away from me, so it's easier for me to shop for the stuff online, and Ulta is in the city that I live in. So I went ahead and went the other day when I was hanging out with my sister. So anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what I purchased at Ulta, and then I'm actually gonna also give you some mini reviews because I have used some of these products. I wanted to go ahead and use some of them before I did the video. That way I could kind of let you know my thoughts on some of the products. I haven't reviewed every single thing, but I have reviewed most of it. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off with Ulta first. Alrighty, so, oh, it's really noisy. Okay. Let me pull everything out really quick and I'll be right back. Alrighty, okay. So I want to try out a bunch of foundations this year because I want to kind of find that really good foundation that works for me. I have very oily skin. If you guys have watched my videos, I have mentioned that my skin is really oily. And what I'm noticing now as I get older is I don't want to wear such like full coverage heavy foundation. I want something just kind of lightweight, feels more like skin. With that said, I kind of rambled on there. I bought a lot of foundations at Ulta. Okay, so the first one that I purchased, okay, so this one is actually more of like a BB cream. So from Lancome, I got the Skin Feels So Good, and it's called the Hydrating Skin Tint Healthy Glow, and I got mine in soft beige, and it looks, ooh, let's see, it looks like this. When I was over there in Ulta, the one of the girls working over there, she went ahead and put this on and matched my color. This felt really good on my skin. I've used it and I do like it. So I'm still using that one. So right now the verdict is that I like it, but I'm still testing it out. So my feelings could change on it, so I don't know. Another foundation that I purchased was the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 24-Hour Foundation, and it looks like this. And I picked up the shade 102 Shell Beige. This foundation, this one right here, this bad boy, life changer. This went on so well on my skin. And I got the Pro Matte one. I don't know if I said that because there was two different kinds, but I picked the Pro Matte because I do have oily skin. I didn't want to get like the dewy one. This felt so great on my skin. Did not cake up during the day at all. Sorry, I have a hair. Didn't cake up, didn't like, so I have the problem with foundations where they settle in right here around my nose because I have a little fat nose, and they settle in right here in the creases, and I'll see like that line of foundation, and then I'll like have to, you know, get a napkin and pat it off or whatnot. This one didn't do that at all. This was great, lasted all flipping day, and this color match was like great for me, and of course there's no tester, so I had to just grab the one I thought was my color. This one worked really good, and it's drugstore, and it's a freaking great price, and I can't believe that I never tried this before. This one's awesome, and I love it, and I recommend it to anybody who just wants that skin-like feel for the foundation. It worked really good with my oily skin. It didn't cake up. It didn't settle into my like fine lines or anything. It was great. I only have good things to say about this. Okay. So the next foundation that I bought was the Estee Lauder Double Wear Light Soft Matte Hydra Makeup, and I got mine in 1 and 2 Ecru, and that's the one here. And so that's the one I have on today. So basically, and here's what it looks like. And this one I did buy online from Ulta because they didn't have it in the store. But basically, this is the bougie version of this. This has been on my face all day. Right now, it's like 11:30 at night, and I'm filming this. All the kids are asleep. That's why I was waiting for them to go to bed. But I've had this on since about 11:30 today this morning. And so it's been on for 12 hours, and I haven't even touched it up. I haven't done anything. It hasn't settled in. It's really, really beautiful. So, like I said, it's like the twin to this, except this one, of course, is more expensive. But I really, really liked it. So these two are very, very great. And I did a good color match on the Estee Lauder one as well, so I was happy about that. Okay. So the next things that I picked up. Okay, so let me show you 2 other foundations that I picked up that didn't work for me that I'm going to be returning. The Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation, and I picked this up in 110 Porcelain. I don't know why I thought I was this white, but I'm not. So I don't always pick good shades. But with that said, I did not like this foundation. It was very, very cakey on me. And the reason I picked this up is because I've seen so many YouTubers rave and rave and rave about this foundation. I do like that it has a pump, and so definitely do like that about this foundation. But it was so thick and cakey on me. And like I said, I'm trying to steer away from the really thick foundations. So this just was a no for me. So I'm going to be sending that one back. And then also I picked up this Clinique Super Balanced Silk Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15 in number 6 Silk Cream Chamousse, I think. This is what it looks like there. And this one smells very, very high of SPF, which actually doesn't bother me. I like the smell of SPF, but it didn't wear very well on my skin, probably because it's really oily. I'm not sure. I did pick it up because it was only $13.50. It was on clearance, but it doesn't work well for my skin, and so for that reason, this one was a no for me. So that's it as far as foundations from Ulta. Moving on, the next things I purchased were the Urban Decay, the All Nighter Cherry Scented Long Lasting Setting Spray, and yes, I purchased 3 of them. They were on clearance for $10, $10 or $10.50, something like that. And so I went ahead and just purchased 3 of them. I love the All Nighter Setting Spray. It's one of my favorites, and I don't mind the cherry scented one. So I do have one that I still haven't used it all the way up. But let me show you guys what the bottle looks like. I'm pretty sure that you guys know what it looks like, but here it is. It's really cool. Making sure it's all in there. But yeah, so I picked up 3 of these. And then 2 other things I picked up from Urban Decay because they were also on sale was the Urban Decay Starfire Heavy Metal Glitter Liner Trio. These were all the things. I think these are just kind of like all, maybe because they're from the holiday and it's like what was ever left. I'm not sure. So I purchased that, and I also purchased the Hex Remedy 24/7 Travel Eye Pencil Set. So that's those there. These ones I did purchase online because they didn't have any more in store. They were sold out. I can't remember how much they were, but they were on clearance. So let's see, because I purchased like the Urban Decay stuff at the time, they were offering some free stuff. So because I purchased that, it came with the Urban Decay 24/7 the Glide On Eye Pencil in 0, like that. So basically, let's see. I think it might be the same size as like the little pencils, but so it's just your black one, and it's in a mini size. And I love the 24/7 Glide On pencils. they're great. They work awesome. And they also sent me an Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in original. So basically like that. And it's a little one, but this is also good. I've used this one before. Okay, so that, and then, you know, when you order stuff online, they send you a whole bunch of samples. So they sent me like a whole bunch of foundation samples, like the Too Faced Born This Way, which I do own that. The BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation Sample. The Morphe Fluidity Foundation Sample. NARS. Urban All Nighter, and this is the CoverGirl. So although they sent me all these little samples, which is cool. And then they also sent me a sample of this, it's in light, it's workout makeup broad spectrum SPF 40 from Clinique. Looks like that. I haven't tried it. This is one of the things I'm trying to show you guys. But my light. So it looks like that. So yeah, and they sent me the shade Light, and it just says to shake it really well. I've never tried this. I'll have to look up on how I use that, if it's just like a regular foundation or whatnot. Okay, so the next things I purchased at Ulta was the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe Herbs and Rose Water. So I went ahead and picked this one up. I do like this. I like the scent of it. I got the 8-ounce one, and this was only like $12.50, I think. It was a really good price. So I picked that up. I also went ahead and picked up from Real Techniques the Miracle Complexion Sponge. And these were at the time that I purchased them, and I think there still are buy one, get one free, which I'm super glad that the lady ringing me up told me, because a lot of the times the cashiers don't even tell you. But I had only purchased one, and she said, hey, they're buy one, get one free. You should go and get another one. So I did. So that way I would at least take advantage of the sale. So I picked that. I picked 2 of these up, but I already tested one, and I do like them. The other one's dirty. So I do like them. They work really well. So no complaints there. It was a good sponge. Okay, so the last thing, I think that's the last thing. The last thing I picked up from Ulta was, this is from Wet n Wild, and it's a little eyeshadow palette. It's literally small. Look, it like fits in the palm of my hand. And this is a limited edition Mythy Cool Creatures palette. And the reason I purchased this one, well, it was only $2.09. But I wanted a little eyeshadow palette to just put in my makeup bag that I carry in my purse. And what I liked about it is I do like the colors. There's like the blue, there's, you know, your nice transition shade here, nice bone shade. It's like a blue, and then there's a purple. I like these colors. I thought this was cool. They had 2 of them that were there in the clearance section. They had this one, and the other one was more of like a smoky with like dark grays, and I didn't want that one. I wanted this one. So I purchased this one. I haven't tried it yet. It's brand new still, but I'm gonna go ahead and stick that in my purse and see how I like this. I've never used Wet n Wild eyeshadows, so I'm happy to try that out. Okay, so now I'm gonna let you guys know what I purchased from Sephora. So let me get that out of the box, and I'll be right back. Okay, so before I get into what I purchased from Sephora, I went to TJ Maxx and I bought a couple things. One of the things I picked up was from Real Techniques, and I picked up this little brush set here, and it was $6.99. And yeah, so I haven't opened it yet, but I like Real Techniques brushes, so I thought I would go ahead and give those a try. And then at Target, I went to Target to go buy a couple things. I found this from NYX. It's an Epic Black Mousse Liner, and it was on sale for $4.98 from $9.99, so it's basically 50% off. And I've tried it once, and it's not my favorite. I don't hate it, but it's not my favorite. It's not as moussey as I'd want it to be, and I find that it kind of cracks. So yeah, I mean, it was $5, and it was $5 for a reason. But you know, hey, I've tried it now, and I know that it's not my favorite, so we'll be buying that again. Okay, so let me get into what I purchased at Sephora. So what I went ahead and purchased was I purchased the Beauty Blender Bounce the Liquid Whip Long Wear Foundation, and I picked mine up in Blend 1.4. So I have tried this foundation out a couple times. This is the one I got here. I do like it. I'm still kind of testing it out. I don't love it. I do like it. So I purchased it on the, because of watching, what is her name? I can't remember her name. I'm so bad. And I watch her like all the time. She's from Australia. And why is her name escaping me? Oh my gosh, she's like, I really like her too. And you know when like you have those moments where you're just drawing a blank. Anyways, one of the YouTubers that I watch, and I swear I cannot think of her name right now. She has really oily skin like I do. And she was talking about how this is one of her favorite foundations. So I'm like, okay, you know, she has really oily skin. I have really oily skin. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this. And so I do, like I said, I like it. And I think I just need to wear it some more and kind of give it some more testing to see, you know, if it's going to be one that I love. But right now, I'm loving the drugstore one. Okay, so I purchased that. I purchased these from Sephora Collection Lash Stories. I picked up these eyelashes and I guess it's Festival Love. Oops. Like that. I haven't used them yet, but I like them a lot. I thought they looked really pretty and they were on sale when I purchased them. So I'm going to try these out. I also purchased from Urban Decay. This was also on sale and it's the Urban Decay Space Powder. Ooh, and it's a highlight. It looks like that. The packaging is cute. And it looks like this. And then it's cool because then it has this little compartment under here. It has this little brush. So this one, what I noticed is a very like glittery. So it's more like powdery. I don't know if you probably can't see that. Maybe a little bit. But it is nice. It's, like I said, it's kind of powdery, and it's kind of glittery. Let's see, can you see that on my knuckles? You see all, ooh. But it is pretty. It's pretty, but it is kind of glittery. But I like it. I mean, it's fine. It was on sale too. This was also on clearance. It's actually on clearance on both Sephora and Ulta site. So I picked that up. I also picked up from Sephora, like the Sephora Favorites Fresh Face. So it looks like this. And, okay, so this one comes with let me tell you what it comes with. The Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder, the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, the Milk Makeup Highlighter and Lit, NARS Blush and Orgasm, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Quench Lip Rescue in Clear. So this is what it looks like here. The only thing missing is, oops. The only thing missing is the Smashbox Primerizer, and it's only missing because I have it at my vanity, and right now I'm sitting in my old spot in the front room. But I had taken the primerizer out because I wanted to use it, and I do like it. It works pretty well. I am really excited to try out the Bobbi Brown, the face base, because I always hear really good things about it, and it's so expensive that I didn't want to commit to buying the big one. So this was a really nice surprise. So, and I do already own the NARS Orgasm Blush, but this is really cool to keep like in my makeup bag. So it was really cool to get. I was really happy to get that. So this was a good buy, and it was $30. I like this. Okay, I also picked up, and I picked up, let's see, what should I show you guys next? Okay, because I did pick up 2 new makeup releases, and then, let's see, okay, so let me show you this first. So I picked up the Fenty Beauty Little 2 Mademoiselles, because this was on clearance because it was part of like the holiday thing. And, oh, let me see. Ugh. try to open this thing up if I can. Okay, got it open. All right, so it looks like this. And it comes in the shades Spanked and Griselda. Oh my. Okay, here, I can get them out now. All right, let me throw that in there. So Spanked, ooh, it's really pretty. So I like how it has like the, can you guys see that? They say FB for Fenty Beauty. I don't know if it's, so let's see. Ooh, is that color Spanked? Look at that. Why did I put swatches so dumb on my hand? Like, that's pretty. That's a pretty color. And then Griselda is this nice deep color here. So really pretty. I really like these. Okay, and then I picked up, oops, I picked up, okay, so I have been seeing everybody rave about the Natasha Denona Safari palette, the all matte palette. So this had been in my basket for a long time, and well, since it came out, and I was taking it out, putting it back in because it's expensive, you guys. So for Christmas, I did get some Sephora gift cards, and so with those gift cards, I said, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and purchase this palette. This is what it looks like here. It has some fingerprints on it now. And I know you guys have already seen it already, but here are the colors. I don't even know if my lighting does it justice. These colors, they work so great. So I have those on my eyes today, but I do have, let me see how close I can get to the camera. So this is the eyeshadow I have on today. And just kind of ignore my hairy eyebrows because I need to get waxed like really bad. But so this is the eyeshadow look I have on today. And I did use this palette, but of course you saw that I had some shimmer because I used one of the Tarte chrome paint pot thingies on my eyelid, but I used the matte shadows in here, and I used a couple different, I've done a couple different looks. I love this all matte palette, and the reason why I wanted to buy it too is because the only all matte palette that I have is the Too Faced, what is it called? The Too Faced Just Peachy Matte palette. And it's like, I have it and I hardly ever use it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And I know I always see a lot of people talk about how much they love it. And like I said, it's not a bad palette like at all. But when I look at the colors, I just always do the same look every single time. So I wanted to try out the Natasha Denona one. And then, like I said, I know it's more pricey, but the shadows blend so pretty. They feel like butter. They're awesome. And I am so glad that I purchased that. And I think that I might declutter my, my Too Faced one. I might finally get rid of that one. But I'm not sure, but I might. And if I do, I'll do like a declutter, like our eyeshadow collection / declutter or something at some point, and I'll let you guys see. So I have 3 more things to show you. So one of the things that I purchased that was a new release was from Fenty Beauty, the Gloss Bomb, and I bought it in the shade Fussy. I do own the other 2 shades. I do like these. So yeah, that's basically why I bought it. I think they smell so delicious. And they feel really, really good on the lips. I think they, there it is right there. And, you know, it goes great with like any skin tone. I love them. And like I said, they feel really good and like juicy on your lips. I don't know. I really like those. And let's see, as far as makeup goes, the last thing in makeup I bought was also from Natasha Denona, and it's the new Mini Nude palette. So I picked it up because I already have all the other ones, so I might as well just pick this one up, right? So here's the shades. I have not used this one yet, but I heard a lot of people rave about the nude palette. And like I said, her palettes, they're so expensive. The quality is nice, but like they are so expensive. So what I like about these nude palettes, so I have heard people on YouTube say that the mini palettes are not the same quality as the big palettes. I only have two of the big palettes. I have the Safari palette and I have the Tropics palette. And I bought that one when it was on sale on one of those weekly wows. And I totally got lucky just going on Sephora's website because I don't check those all the time. I got lucky and I saw it, so I purchased it and I got it for like half off. So that was awesome. But okay, so I only have the minis to compare to those two big palettes that I have. And what I can say is like, I personally don't feel that way. I think these minis work really, really good. They blend really well. I like them because I like to travel with them because I think they have like the perfect colors and you could do a couple different looks with them. So I don't have that same opinion, but of course everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's my opinion on them. They work really, really well. I can't afford to buy all her big palettes, so what I like being able to buy the minis, and it has just like a little bit of what the big palette has to offer so that you can get that, at least get a little taste of it for a fraction of the price. So I like these. So she comes out with them, you know, I purchased them. And okay, the last thing I got, I purchased with my points, and it was the, so let me show you guys. So it came in the little box like this. And it's this little like this little plate thingy, and it says, "But first, beauty." Do you know? And I purchased this, and it is, you know, ceramic or glass or whatever. I purchased this because I thought this would be cool to put my foundation in if I want to mix my foundations, so that way I can put them on. That's what I purchased it for, because what I was using to mix my foundations, because there are some that I do mix, I was using, so if you guys own the Marc Jacobs, I think it's the Tantastic Bronzers, the big white one, the one that was limited edition, but now it's not. I purchased that one. When did I purchase it? Well, I purchased it sometime last year. But you know how when you buy an eyeshadow palette, it has like that, like a plastic film or whatever. Well, the Marc Jacobs one had like this really, it's like this big, and it was white. And it was very thick, and I was using that as my little kind of like plate, I guess you would say, to mix my foundations. But now it's like starting to crack and stuff. So I saw that and I was like, hey, I have Sephora points, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna purchase that. So that's exactly what I did. But anyways, that is everything that I purchased from Sephora, Ulta, and my one thing from TJ Maxx and one thing from Target. I hope that you guys liked this video, and I hope that you guys liked the things that I picked up. I will be doing a video unboxing all of my subscriptions for the month of January. I'm thinking I want to do an unboxing of the stuff I got in January plus a try on. So basically coming in barefaced, doing my unboxings, and then putting on whatever makeup it is that we received. So that's coming up. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I know the kids got the munch pack whenever that arrives in the mail. So we're waiting for that. So anywho, yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you guys did like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you guys like me, please subscribe to my channel. Please look out for more content. It is coming. And I know I don't, like I said before in my videos, I don't post like on an everyday kind of basis. I do have a full-time job, so it's kind of hard to post sometimes, but I like posting videos because it's fun. And I like showing you guys what I got. So, anywho, I hope that you guys have a great rest of your night, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.